So, good morning. It's Saturday, November 9th. It's 7:30 a.m. and I am back at San Jacinto. I'm here early to catch an early tram, but I don't want to talk again until I'm at Round Valley, because every time I come up here, you see me go up to Round Valley or somewhere close and then turn around because it's cold or because my altitude sickness has gotten to me. But today, we're going to do something a little different because I have learned what I think is the secret. Sugar. I'm going to keep sugar in my system while I hike in the hopes that it also helps me hike. I've done this twice. It's worked twice. I still don't believe it's going to work. So let's go back to 1 week ago, the last time I tried this. And with the magic of video editing, the next time you'll see me, we'll be around Valley. But in the meantime, take it away, Ken. Good morning from Chino Hills State Park. I'm about to climb up about 1,500 feet or so, but I'm going to do it a little differently today because I think I learned something on my last climb about how I can better hike or how I can better climb. I've got 3 snacks in my pockets, M&Ms and Mike and Ike's, and I'm going to eat them as I go up because I think that eating when you climb is the best way to climb after last week, because I felt great after last week. So I'm going to try it, and I'm going to talk to you when I get to the top. So that's San Juan Peak right there, and I made it to the top of the climb. So here's the thing. What normally takes me 2 hours, I climbed in 90 minutes. It was about 1,500 feet, 3 miles. I don't know why I went so much faster. I took 2 breaks. I normally don't take any. I walked much slower. So why did I go faster? Well, I'm drinking Zip Fizz. I'm eating. And I gotta tell you, between the Mike and Ike's and M&Ms, both of which, by the way, are Halloween candy leftovers, the Mike and Ike's were much better. The M&Ms left my mouth feeling all shitty. Whew. So was it the candy? Was it the constant eating? A little bit here, a little bit there, not all at once. Or was it the water? Or was it something else? I mean, I'm listening to music. Maybe that had a contributing factor. I don't know. It's rather warm out. It's November and it's in the 80s. Go figure, but this is Southern California. Anyway, next week, or for you this week, I'll be at San Jacinto. And I'll bet when I'm in San Jacinto, I'll be wishing it was as warm as it is here. But sadly, it's not gonna be. Back to Ken. So, I'm heading up San Jacinto, and this is gonna be a real quick note. I just saw my first deer up here, and it was a beaut. Anyway, back to me. So hi. So, I'm at Round Valley. That's what this is called, right? Round Valley? Oh, it is really cold. It is really, really cold. And I only have my puffy on because I want to save my winter coat, which is in my backpack, for higher altitudes, which I'm going to. Now, I want you to know I have a beanie on under this. I also want you to know that this new system I have, it's so dumb, but it works. I don't get it. Back when I used to cycle a lot, the saying was always be eating, and I want you to know that I'm up at Round Valley right now, and I am not exhausted. I am not short of breath. All thanks to a lot of practice to get past my altitude sickness and gummies. I've been eating gummies. Yes, gummies. I've been eating gummies the whole way up, and really not that many. I mean, it's still mostly full. But I've been having, whenever I feel like it, I have a couple gummies, and it just re-energizes me. And I've been drinking plenty of water. I haven't had to stop for a break, mostly because I'm so cold I want to keep moving. But it really is kind of a miracle in a way. I mean, this is going to fix so many things for me when it comes to my hiking. I have the hardest time on climbs. Now, I don't know if this, scratch that, I don't think I would do this on flat ground. Mostly because you spend your whole life being told, don't eat sugary treats or sugary sweets. I couldn't say either. And so I've been feeling a little guilty these past few weeks. But here I am. I'm ready to start heading up from here. It's nuts. So I'm gonna take a little break. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna eat a little bit other than gummies. I wanna keep healthy food going through my system too. But I'll only be here about 10-15 minutes. It's in the, I'm gonna say 40s up here. This backpack doesn't have a thermometer. I may have to ask other people along the way. So I'll let you know if I hear anything. I'm so cold. So I'll catch up with you on the climb. Hi. So I stopped filming because the way up to Wellman's Divide is steep. Steep? Calling this steep is an insult to steep. No, calling this is really fucking, I don't know how to put it. It's fucking steep. But I'm finally getting to the break in the trees and the break in the hills. I'm finally getting to the top. Break in the hills? We're almost at 10,000 feet. But I can see Wellman's Divide in front of me. I can't believe I've made it this far. Finally. It's beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And it's sunny, which means there's a chance for warmth. Oh man. Oh God, I can't wait to show this to you. This is amazing. There's a higher view from up there, but really, fuck that. I'm taking a break. Look at this. I'll take it down a little more so you can get more view. Because I'm telling you, this is amazing. I'm not going any further, and as a matter of fact, the view really, I should go to the higher point because the view isn't really that amazing. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna eat a little lunch, climb up a little bit, and give you a much better view. This is really cool. I've never come up this high, and I gotta tell you, I'm shocked. I am flabbergasted. Oh God, my chest hurts so much. I'm really shocked I was able to do this. It's so beautiful up here. Okay, you can't see it. I'll panorama and then I'll go take my lunch. Nyah, nyah. Okay, I'm here at Wellman's Divide, and I was told it'd be warm up here. It's not. Unfortunately, it's not. It's also not that cold. I found out we're in the 40s here, in the mid 40s. I just get cold easily. Now here's the thing. I wanted to talk to you about the trail thus far. So let's start with the section up to Round Valley, from the tram to Round Valley. And let's stand because I need to stretch. So every time I've come up here, they've been doing a little bit of work on the trail. Well, now the section from the tram to Round Valley, especially from the ranger station to Round Valley, they redid the trail. So the trail is actually easier to hike. It's not as hard on your feet, which is good because every time I come up here, I shred my feet. So the new trail's not so bad. Then from Round Valley to here is a bitch. Ow, I bent my cheek. It's very steep and it's very rocky. So that's not so much fun, but that's only 1 mile. Now here's the problem. I'm at Wellman's Divide, but half mile, that's right, half mile tells me that I am 0.2 miles from the PCT. My goal has been, from the beginning, to get to the PCT, and I thought the PCT would intersect with Wellman's Divide. It doesn't. It will intersect somewhere else, which means I have to keep hiking. I'm not at my destination yet. I want to get to the PCT, so that way, anytime I come up here, I know I can go right to the PCT. I could hike to Idlewild. I can camp up here. I can go on the PCT, come up here, take the tram down to Palm Springs if I like. It gives me options. God, I am so out of breath because eating a lot and drinking doesn't help altitude sickness at all. And my lungs feel like somebody is I feel like I've been inhaling poison. But no, it's just they've been working their asses off. I didn't know my lungs had asses. Okay, so I've been climbing down for a while, climbing down, hoping to find the PCT, because at Wellman's Divide, the trail splits and find a place to rest my arm. The trail splits and goes either up or down, and the descent is referred to on the sign as Wellman's Cienego, which I have been told goes to the PCT. Now, the signage says the PCT is half mile away. But half mile says the PCT is 1.12 miles. And while that distance is decreasing, I can't help but think that going down just to see the PCT so I can go back up again, so then I can climb back down again, doesn't strike me as particularly smart. You know, excuse me, if I was hiking on the PCT, I wouldn't, this wouldn't be an issue, you know, I would just keep going. Down there, I would just keep on the PCT, I wouldn't even be around here. And if I was going to go camping and go down to the PCT, again, I'd go down to the PCT. So, I have a barbecue later this afternoon that my wife's going to without me, which I felt really kind of guilty about. This has been kind of a guilty pleasure. All of our friends are going to be at this barbecue, and I'm the idiot who decided to go hiking. But in my own defense, I had the hike scheduled a long time ago. Then they scheduled the barbecue. So I would really like to make it. It's almost noon here. It's going to take me a few hours to get down and a few hours to get home. Last time it took me 4 hours. It was a crazy drive. It's beautiful here. It's beautiful. Look at this. I'm just sitting here. This is my view. And since I'm on this connector to the PCT, I get to share it pretty much by myself. I did run into one guy who was hiking up from the PCT, so that's how I was able to find out that, yeah, it is down that way. But that's not it for today. I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna go to a barbecue. I'm just so overjoyed, I can't tell you. I've been a pretty shitty hiker, and it's taken me a long time to get to this point where I can. And and how do you do it? How? Repeat after me. Eat, drink, slow down. Eat while you're hiking, drink while you're, always be eating, always be hiking, and slow the hell down. That could be advice for me. Time to get up. Oh my Lord. Time to get some newborn baby's blood in me to reinvigorate my youth. Anyway. This is what you're missing out on. It's enormous. It fills the sky. You can't see it on YouTube. Every time I watch somebody hiking on the PCT and I see their views, hold on. What? Every time I go and I see their views, I think, wow, that's beautiful. But I don't realize it's everything. It's the whole, you gotta come up here. What, are you kidding me? It's a bitch. It's a motherfucker of a bitch of a hike. You gotta do it. So until next time, I'll see you somewhere out on the trail.
And there you have it. You've just survived another Ken LaSalle video. For more information about new releases, projects in the works, or even stuff from the archives, head on down to kenlasalle.com. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and all around social media, just as long as it's called Facebook or Twitter. Thanks for your support, as always. Be sure to subscribe to this channel, and I'll be back soon with more nonsense.
So, my guess is this is falling after the end credits. So odds are a lot of you are not going to watch this. Actually, odds are a lot of you aren't going to watch this anyway. I'm just meandering down this trail. And give myself lots of time. It's no rush. especially since there's so many rocks and roots on this trail. To pick your way through. Oh my good. And somebody's running down the trail behind me. Go ahead. Ah, not that way. I'm old and slow. People are much faster than I am. The girl who passed me said, "You're still doing that. That's all that matters." Which is kind of the reason why I wanted to take a moment and record again, because, you know, I started doing all of this hiking. I returned to hiking as a solo hiker because I couldn't find, anybody who wanted to. Everybody I know loves their sofas way too much. That was a bright sunshine. So when I started this all out, probably around 2014, I couldn't hike the simplest trail. Why? Gotta get the sun out of there. So much sun. So why couldn't I? I think because I was a guy in his 40s who hadn't hiked solo since he was a teenager and thought that was how you were supposed to do it, and my body was like, So, why am I able to hike now and I wasn't able to hike then? Well, I learned my tolerances. I learned my abilities. I mean, I had to relearn them. How fast I could hike. Ooh, sunshine. How far I could hike. What I needed to do for me in order to hike. So that's been 5 years. 5 years of learning how the hell to do this. And that's why I thought I'd stop and pull out my camera and talk to you a little bit. Because when I first started hiking, there were people who made videos that taught me a lot. I mean, Captain Dan, Joe Brewer, Jackrabbit. So many, I can't even remember all their names. There were so many of them. And, I mean, I guess one of the reasons I go through and I video all of this crap is I think in some small way, maybe I can help someone else like other people helped me. So, stick to it. It's gonna take a while, you know. You might have to screw up a few times. I know I did. I've screwed up more than most people, and I'm back at it, letting the sun get into the camera. It's a sunny day. It's not as cold as we thought. It's not as cold as I thought it would be. Anyway, a lot of people, man, a lot of sunshine. Okay, a lot of people out hiking today. So for now, I'm done. Get out here, come on, see the trail. Maybe you and I can meet out here somewhere and you can say, "You're the idiot who made me do this." Anyway, until next time.